Welcome everyone. I'm going to do a short morning practice, a little bit of a wake up with some sun salutations, and just a little bit of a pick me up for the morning. So welcome everybody. If you haven't met me, I'm Shannon. Hello. I'm kind of new to online yoga. Well, it's been about 6 months now, but welcome. Take a breath in here, and then exhale, hands to heart center. So as we're moving through this, you can have your eyes open or your eyes closed. Take a breath in, reach your arms up, exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment to feel the connection of your feet on the ground and breathing here to come into your heart, into your body. Take one more breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, let's forward fold on this one. As you fold in, take a moment. You may want to part your feet a little bit. It is the morning. You could bend your knees a little bit. Maybe grab opposite elbows here and shift from side to side. Take a couple breaths here. You could find a halfway lift here. Inhale, hands to your shins, lengthen halfway, exhale to fold. If you like to do that a couple more times, inhaling to lengthen halfway, exhale to fold. And one more. And then let's rise to stand, take a breath in. You reach your arms up and exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. And we'll find a halfway lift here again. Inhale. And then exhale, fold. And then rise to stand. Inhale. And hands to heart center, exhale. So we'll do one more half sun salutation. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bow forward. And then find a halfway lift as you inhale. And then exhale, bow forward. And then rise to stand. And hands to heart center. So we'll be adding in a little bit more movement. If the pace of my breath and movement is a little bit quicker than yours, perhaps slowing it down and moving at your own pace. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, bow forward. We'll find a halfway lift here again. Inhale and step your left foot back, place your left knee to the ground. Inhale, reach your arms up for a low lunge. We'll pause here for a couple breaths. And then on your exhale, let's place our hands down. Let's step back to plank pose. So either knees up or knees down in plank, lower all the way down. We're going to start with a low cobra. Shoulders back, core drawing in. Let's find a couple breaths here. You could press into your hands and lift up a little bit, shoulders back and down. And then as you're ready, I'm going to move to downward facing dog. Taking a couple big breaths here. Perhaps moving into child's pose instead. And as you're ready, stepping your left foot forward, placing your left knee down, and then rising to a low lunge here. Arms can reach overhead. A couple big breaths, settling into your breath. Settling into your hips. And when your next exhale comes, place your hands forward and let's step forward into a halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, let's rise to stand. And hands to heart center. And do that again. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bow forward. You're going to move with our breath this time. Inhale, lift up halfway. This time, stepping your right foot back. A low or a high lunge. Just take a breath in, reach your arms up. And then exhale, Hands come down. Let's step back to plank pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower down. Now, I'm going to offer a finger stand cobra, so your hands come wider than your mat. Onto the floor beside you, up onto fingertips. Inhale, lift your chest. You could stay here for a breath or two if you like. And as you're ready, coming back to downward facing dog. And remember, you can always come into child's pose instead. Maybe a clearing breath here in through your nose, out through your mouth. And then let's step our right foot forward. Higher low lunge. Inhale, breath in, reach your arms up. And then exhale, hands come down. Step forward into your forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. And exhale, hands to heart center. Let's take a moment in mountain, taking a breath or two here. And then inhale, let's reach your arms up. Exhale, bow forward, forward folding. Let's find an inhale to lift up halfway. Step your left foot back, and this time for warrior one. So we're going to plant our back heel down and keep the bend in our front knee and rise up, hips facing forward. Maybe a bit of a heart opener here, so elbows wide. Shoulders back. Couple more breaths here. Now, as you bring your hands down, you can keep your hands at your side or hands at heart center. We're going to lift our back heel, we're going to lean forward, and we're going to lift our back leg up. Perhaps bring your knee up towards your chest, and then placing your foot back down. Taking a clearing breath. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale to a halfway lift, this time stepping your right foot back, right foot, or the opposite to what you did last time. Back heel's anchored for warrior one, bending into your front knee. You could come into goddess arms here and connecting into your breath. And either hands on your hips or maybe at your heart, leaning forward, lifting your back heel, maybe a step or two. You could bring your knee towards your chest first and come back to mountain pose. Deep breath in. Exhale completely. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Find an inhale to lift up halfway. So we're going to step back to warrior one. Again, one more time. Hands to your hips this time. Hips facing forward. You could come back to goddess arms. You could interlace your hands behind you, straighten your arms out. Taking a deep breath in here. So we're going to fold over our front leg, either releasing your hands to the floor or blocks, or lifting your knuckles up towards the ceiling. You know, anytime you want to release the bind, if you have your hands behind you, and bring your hands to the block, to your blocks, or to the floor. So let's walk our hands forward. Lift your back leg up this time. Hips are square to the ground. Press through your standing leg. Lift your back inner thigh up, and maybe bring your right hand to your right back of your leg. And then let's step forward into a forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And then let's rise to mountain. Again, taking a moment. Let's pause. And then inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, bow forward. Let's find our halfway lift here. And we're stepping our right foot back. Warrior one as you rise. Maybe clasping your hands behind you, straightening out your arms, finding a lift through your heart, and or keeping your arms open and wide. We'll take a breath in here. Straighten out your front leg, either lifting your knuckles towards the ceiling or placing your hands down and folding in over your front leg. Connecting to your breath. Maybe a couple clearing breaths here. When you're ready, walking your hands forward, lifting your back leg up and squaring your hips, pressing through your standing leg, lifting your back inner thigh up. And then as you're ready, we'll step forward, taking a forward fold. And then inhale to rise, hands to heart center. Take an inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Come to your halfway lift, inhale, and let's step back to plank pose. And lower down, moving through vinyasa, maybe adding finger stand cobra into the mix, or cobra, or up dog, and downward facing dog. And when you're ready, making your way into child's pose. Couple grounding breaths. That was just a short little sun salutation practice, a little bit of invigoration for the morning. Feel free to use that whenever you like. Thank you so much for joining me